What is going on, guys? Check it out. Beautiful night. It's so beautiful. Then we get coyotes in the distance. Like, wow, loud. Wow. Like, I'm not even kidding. They're fucking nearby. I don't know where they are. But they are near. Like, I could hear them. They found food. It's loud. Oh, actually, I think I know where they are. They're in the trail. It's almost scary sounding, bro. We have a trail. That trail that I've actually done videos at. They're over there. Fuck that, dude. It's like a... Imagine just going there right now with my flashlight, my knife. I'll get ganged up on by a pack of coyotes. I'm good. And then you can hear some over there. Damn, bro. They're all trying to meet up right now, I guess. A little family meeting, huh? Family meeting of coyotes. But, nah, this isn't a video about coyotes, though. Obviously. I look sunburned as fuck because I've been outside all day. Because I work delivering packages. So, dude, you know what I've noticed, though? Since I've switched areas where I work, I live closer by the beach. Or I work closer by the beach and I live closer by the beach. But since I work closer by the beach, the sun is different. It's hitting me stronger, I guess, in a different way. To the point where I'm actually visibly sunburned a little bit more than I was when I was working at a location that wasn't as close to the beach. But I don't mind, dude, because since we're by the beach, when it's 100 degrees right over here where I'm at right now, it's fucking only 83 degrees over there. 85 max, but it's better than 100, right? Because we get that beach breeze, so I'll take it. That fucking 100 degrees, hell yeah. But that's not this video. This video is about why it can feel familiar. Like why you can meet someone that you've never met before, yet it feels so like you have. You're like, what the fuck? It's like your ego hasn't met him, your human self, but your soul did meet him somewhere in a different timeline, in a different lifetime, right? So like maybe in one reality, this person that you're meeting now was actually your brother in another lifetime or something, you know? And the roles were switched so that when you meet him in this lifetime, it's like, oh, there you are. It's been a while, you know? So that's what this video is about. Like, there's a coyote over there. Maybe we'll just stay over here then. As you can tell, I don't fuck with coyotes. At least at night. I'm good on that. Anyways, I just think that's so trippy though, right? Like, you can meet someone, you don't know their history, you don't even know their name, but yet you know their soul. You know? And I just think that's like, it shows how infinite we are. How there is more than what we're experiencing in the now. Like, so never underestimate anything. Anything, because it's so vast. So vast. But I do think that it's trippy how you can meet someone. You don't know their history, you don't know their favorite song, you don't know what they were doing years ago. Yet something inside you feels familiar, almost like an introduction that you don't even know is happening. But deeper, there's like a deeper part of you that skipped the introduction entirely, right? So the mind says, who are you? The ego. But the soul says, I know this energy. And this is the that's exactly what I was looking for the word. Soul families, man. I'm talking about soul families. So if consciousness experiences multiple incarnations, right? Then perhaps it doesn't make these journeys completely alone. Like imagine consciousness exists beyond the physical life, right? But it does. But as an enormous network. So within the network are groups of souls whose journeys repeatedly intersect. Different bodies, different eras, different circumstances, different stories, but reoccurring connections. Like, think of it like an enormous cosmic theater. One lifetime, your siblings, and another, your best friends, and then another, a teacher and a student, another, partners, and then another, you might have only met for 5 minutes, and then the costume changes, the stage changes, the relationship changes, but the deeper consciousness recognizes something underneath the costume, and that's why some people feel different from the beginning. It's like there's an ease that you can't manufacture. Conversations feel strangely natural. Hours disappear. Sometimes you'll feel safe around them before logically even knowing why. Other times, the connection is intense, challenging, even uncomfortable, because here's something important about the soul family, right? Not every meaningful soul connection is supposed to be easy. Some souls enter your experience to support you, reflect you, challenge you, remind you, trigger patterns that you've been avoiding. Some could even awaken creativity, teach boundaries, show you unconditional love, reflect you. And then some can force you to finally choose yourself. And some can just simply remind you that you're not walking through this strange human experience alone. And that's why spiritual connection shouldn't automatically mean this person must stay in my life forever. Sometimes the purpose of a connection isn't performance, it's transformation. A person might appear for 6 months, change the entire direction of your life, and then disappear. And that was enough. It played its part. And the ego can ask, why the fuck did they leave? But then the soul asks, what did this connection awaken in me, Because maybe completion isn't always failure, you feel me? But it's growth. It's redirection. Sometimes a soul contract finishes because the experience did exactly what it came to do. And then there are people who remain, the ones who evolve beside you. You change, they change, yet somehow the connection continues finding new forms. So it's like, you don't need to become identical. You don't need identical beliefs. You simply recognize one another beneath the changing layers. Like, imagine two souls saying before incarnation, I'll meet you down there. Then you both arrive. The veil falls. Neither remembers the conversation. 25 years later, you're standing somewhere completely, ordinary. Like at a coffee shop. I thought it was an ant on me. I was like, what the fuck? A coffee shop, party, online, on a random trip. And then suddenly there they are. You don't consciously remember anything, but something moves inside you. So that's why synchronicity often surrounds these connections. Impossible timing, unexpected coincidences, paths crossing repeatedly.
He almost didn't go somewhere, and they almost didn't go either. Yet somehow both stories arrive at the same intersection. And from the soul perspective, maybe the meeting wasn't as random as it appeared from the inside of the human story, right? The ego. Because you and I both know coincidences are not real, and holy shit, that's a big ass spider. I'm gonna have to. I don't know, man. I don't. You're not gonna live here rent free. I don't know what you think you're doing. It's annoying. Hold on, bro. I gotta take care of this bitch. Bro, I literally went and got my handy dandy vacuum and vacuumed the fuck out of it and put it outside. That's pretty humane, right? I think so, if I do say so myself, which I do say so myself. But yeah, fucking. Any more spiders I should know about? Alright, cool. What was I even saying, bro? Fuck. Oh yeah, maybe the meeting wasn't as random as it appeared. Wait, no, I already said that. See, what the fuck was I saying, bro? Freaking spider, man. Oh, right. So I was on track. So yeah, maybe the meeting wasn't as random. No coincidences. Yeah, okay, cool. This can go beyond even romance, you know, and that's important because like your soul family could appear as a friend, a sibling, a mentor, a child, a creative collaborator, someone you met once, even someone who challenges you deeply. What the fuck, deeply, because soul. Sorry, I'm tired, man, but I'm still doing a video. I don't give a fuck. Because soul connections isn't determined by the label humans or us humans, whatever, put on the relationship, right? It's about what consciousness awakens through the encounter. And maybe this explains why certain losses can feel so profound, right? Because when someone leaves your physical experience, the human mind sees separation and loss and grief, but the soul perspective sees consciousness as larger than one physical chapter. So the chapter may leave the scene, the connection may change form, but what they awaken inside you becomes part of your consciousness. You carry it forward, and perhaps across incarnations you meet again, different face, different story, same strange recognition. So maybe that's why some people feel like home. Not because you've known their personality forever, but because something deeper recognizes the frequency beneath it. And here's where the journey gets even bigger. What if soul families aren't even limited to Earth? Which they're not. You know, if consciousness is infinite and multidimensional, and incarnation is one way consciousness experiences reality, why assume that every experience must happen on Earth, right? Maybe soul connections originate through experiences far beyond Earth. Different worlds, star systems, different forms, different realms of consciousness. And maybe that's why some people look at the sky at night and don't simply feel curiosity, they feel homesickness. Not, I wonder what's out there, but something much stranger and deeper. Why does something out there feel familiar? That is where our journey goes next in my next video, actually. But, like, for example, dude, when I met my current girlfriend, I met her just from doing these videos. If I would have never done these videos, we wouldn't have never met. I'm very eternally grateful for that. But it's like we were only talking for a month, and it felt like I've known her for like maybe like 3 years, maybe more. Like I can't even put a specific number. So it's like in some certain lifetime, we could have been lovers too in another era, in different bodies, same soul. But in this lifetime, as me and as her, we meet again. So familiar soul, same soul. There you were. So that's what it was. Right when we met, it was like, oh, there you are, there you are. It's been so long, but yet not, right? Because time's not even real. I'm about to sneeze, it's not coming out. You ever about to sneeze and it doesn't come out? Yeah, it's annoying. But I love you guys. That was a good video. I'm gonna get some spaghetti and shit. And I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste, lady. Just, it's trippy, right? Like, it's humbling, though, to know that all this shit, like, in one lifetime, my mom, like, right now, my mom probably was a friend or some shit, you know? We're all playing parts temporarily. So remember that. It's all game. We're all just playing a part in each other's awakening and experience. It's just a beautiful thing.